Again, we are hanging out in official timeout, getting our track repaired, getting some officiating stuff officialed. Mainly because we have a penalty box full of skaters. Pyro went in there just as well, so we're going to start this off in a power jam for the All-Stars. Just a little over halfway through this first half, All-Stars 63, Rolling Raptor in that lead jam position for the All-Stars. A hard hit there for Raptor, going down, having to get back up. Again, starting that jam off, we had 4 skaters in the penalty box. And we're seeing all those penalties be released there. Raptor finding some room at the top, but just finding a strong wall of black there from the Roller Betties. Raptor going down on that inside line once again. Nerder, she wrote on the line for the All-Stars. Looks like we're seeing a penalty already being issued here to Daddy issues in that jamming position for the Roller Betties. That is going to make this a power jam situation. Oh, and now Nerder's headed into the penalty box as well for the All-Stars. So one jammer in, one jammer out. And the way penalties work for jammers is that Nerder in the jamming position will only serve the same amount of time that Daddy issues had to serve, because there can only be one jammer in the penalty box at a time. Nerder trying to get a push up at the top of that inside line through corner 1 and 2. It looks like doesn't manage to do it cleanly and picks up a penalty. Daddy issues in that jamming position for the Roller Betties. Not having much better luck getting through the pack right now, as we're seeing what looks like a star pass there to number 102 for the Roller Betties. Curly Carino. That pack's really starting to spread out between the straights on corner 2 and 3. Nerder looking for an inside line, managing to do so. A little bit of help from Face Spounder. A hard jam for both jammers. Roller Betty's not able to get any points on the board, though. It looks like 74 on the board there for the All-Stars so far. Right off that whistle, grabbing that lead jam position, Rumblebee once again proving that they are a ninja under that mask. Demanda for the All-Stars getting through on that initial pass. Rumblebee calling off the jam with a quick strike and retreat. Looks like picking up 2 and not giving away any. Looks like we might be having a timeout, team timeout. Official review for Bellingham. We'll see if we can't figure out what that was here shortly.
Latino Network, Flail Records merch, a scented candle.
It looks like Roller Betties were looking for a high block call on the All-Star Jammer, but the officials determined that that high block was that whole interaction was initialed with a face first. So we got a track repair. Guys, make some noise for TJ, who's holding that track down with tape, literally. TJ watches the Red Green Show religiously, so is very versed on how to use tapes. All right, back from that official review, which the Roller Betties did not win or retain. Auntie Faye on the line for the All-Stars, but Goody Two Skates grabbing that lead jam position for the Roller Betties. Auntie getting that initial pass through. Goody Two Skates in full control, trying to call off that jam before giving Auntie any of those points, and manages to do so, picking up 4. Wreck-It Rebecca in that jamming position for the Roller Betties. Machete Machad in that lead jam position now for the All-Stars. Rebecca looking for some room on that inside line. Looks like Peach might be getting a big recycle there, but it looks like might be having a skater leave the track due to an injury there. Wreck-It Rebecca with that star in the hand. Machete Machad still in that lead jam position, going to be able to control the flow of this jam. Machete calling off that jam there. Seven and a half minutes left in this first half. All-Stars with a commanding lead, but still just not enough to know who could win this game, to be completely honest with you. Rolling Raptor in that lead jam position for the in that jamming position for the All-Stars. Rumblebee in that jamming position for Bellingham. No lead jammer yet. Raptor looking for some room. That pack starting to spread out. Raptor going to have to be let go, and they are. And in the back, Rumblebee having the slowest start so far that we've seen with them on the track and getting out on that initial pass. Rumble getting a big reset there behind Face Bounder. Now we're seeing Rumblebee with that star in the hand as well. Rolling Raptor still in that lead jam position, coming up to the back of that pack, and just looks like pushing those roller Betties right down that inside line. Pickleback Jack, Aftermath, and Face Bounder with a 3-wall there, holding Rumblebee back, but Rumblebee managing to get a star pass out. Looks like Rolling Raptor as well, picking up a penalty in the middle of that. Curly Carino now in that jamming position for the All-Star, or for the roller Betties. Again, Curly Carino on a power jam situation right now. Raptor in the penalty box. After being in that lead jam position, we're going to see this jam go the full 2. We might even see this jam end without a jammer being released. Right there, 2 seconds on the clock, and we see Not Today Satan for the roller Betties and Rolling Raptor both released from the penalty box. 3 points after that star pass for the Bellingham roller Betties as well. 7 on the board for the All-Stars. Blowing right out of the top, Nerder She Wrote, grabbing that lead jam position for the All-Stars. Nerder coming to the outside, calling off that jam, not wanting to give away any points. 2 more up on the wall, 4:20 left on the clock, 91-21, All-Stars in the lead. Demanda in that jamming position for the All-Stars. Daddy Issues for the roller Betties. Demanda looking for some room at the top, not able to keep it clean. Well, a hard hit there. Demanda going right into the roller Betties pivot there. Aftermath picking up a penalty. Looks like star in the hand for Daddy Issues worked and able to sneak through that pack and grab that initial pass. Kimbo slides with a big reset on Daddy Issues there. Right up through the top, Daddy Issues slipping through, picking up 4. Demanda in the back of that pack still, trying to find some room to get through. Daddy Issues in the back. Rolling up to that wall. Demanda finally breaking through on that initial, grabs that lead jam position. Now, if you're confused right now, it's because when Daddy Issues made that initial pass, they did it with the star in their hand instead of the star on their helmet, and that made them ineligible to grab that lead jam position. Demanda instead made it through on that initial pass with the star on her helmet and was eligible. Dragging that one out the full 2. 8 points on the board for the All-Stars, 10 points on the board for the Roller Betties. I told you earlier that 99 or the point difference was not enough to declare a winner, and we are seeing that right now as the Roller Betties are trying to figure out the strategies that work, and that is definitely affecting the scoreboard. Auntie Faye in that lead jam position, shooting out like a rocket off that whistle start. Wreck-It Rebecca for the Roller Betties, getting ping-ponged around a little bit. Peach just throwing a solid wall back and forth. Wreck-It Rebecca trying to find any easy opening there. Auntie Faye getting caught up a little bit in the drama and slowed down on that inside line as that Roller Betty Walls trying to catch him as well as possible. Catch them all. Auntie Faye off to the inside line, but they call off the jam with style, showing what it takes to be an all-star. And that's it. Human beings, make some noise for both these teams. That is halftime, 1:11:31. Feel free to go out and get yourself some awesome food from our lovely food vendors. We have beer. We also have snacks being sold by our Junior Sasquatchers team. Thank you so much for being here. Go ahead and enjoy your intermission. We're going to have the Dalles dancers out here just in a few minutes, and you can enjoy that as well. 2 minutes until we start this second half. All Stars at 111 Bellingham Roller Betties. We are back for round 2. Machete Mashad grabbing that lead jam position right off that whistle. Machete on that outside line calling that jam off. Rolling Raptor on the line for the All-Stars. Goody 2 skates on the line for the Roller Betties. Raptor in the back of that pack looking for some room. Big hit out to the outside line. Raptor having to recycle there. Goody 2 skates in that lead jam position for the Betties. It looks like we have seen a star pass there. Nerder She Wrote on the line for the All-Stars, looking for an easy inside line, not able to get it. Wreck-It Rebecca with a big recycle there for Nerder. Nerder, though, pushing her way up to the top of that pack, finding some room, making it happen. They get that lead jam position. It looks like we have a penalty being issued there to Daddy Issues for Bellingham Roller Betties. A lot of fast movement there. Nerder getting knocked to that outside line and calling off the jam. Looks like maybe putting on 3 points. Demanda on the line for the All-Stars. Right onto the front, Demanda grabbing that lead jam position. Looks like no pack situation there and a little bit of illegal blocking it. Because of it, it's going to send one of the roller betties to the penalty box. Daddy Issues out of the penalty box after that rollover penalty from the last jam. Demanda through on that inside line and calling it off. Auntie Faye on the line for the All-Stars. Neck to neck. Rumblebee and Auntie coming out of that pack. Just shoulder to shoulder. Auntie going down on that inside line, calling it off. A hard hit, almost slammed all the way into the wall, it looked like. What a play from both jammers there. Goody Two Skates on the line for the Roller Betties. Machete Machado on the line for the All-Stars. Machete looking for some room on that outside wall, kind of getting just pivoted back and forth. Same with Goody Two Skates. Looking for an opening, but not able to find it. All the way in the back there, Machete Machado just trying to get some distance back into that pack. Both jammers just at a standstill as they have found walls that will not budge. Those Roller Betties with a nice, strong 3-wall there. Machete just trying to push it open, looking for any opening possible. Machete, little roll to the outside, almost losing off one of those blockers. We're seeing a star pass there to Peach from Machete Machado. Peach able to push that pack up and through corner 1 and 2. Break through on that initial. Peach almost getting a nice cut through the middle of the pack there. Goody Two Skates, though, still just having a solid wall there to skate against. After that last jam where both jammers just running into solid walls. Daddy Issues out there for the Betties. Rolling Raptor for the All-Stars. Big hit on the inside line there. Rolling Raptor getting knocked down. Looks like no pass, no penalty, though. That is going to let Raptor get that initial pass on. Doesn't get to be in that lead jamming position. But it's going to be able to put some points on the board. Nice inside line. Little just step over there. Champagne just shutting some doors on Raptor with a hard shoulder shove, but Raptor able to get through that pack still. Daddy Issues finding some room up on the outside, manages to get through on that initial, and is going to be in that lead jam position as well. Raptor kind of getting knocked out there as we see coming around the outside of corner 4 by Champagne once again. Daddy Issues in that lead jam position, the ability to call that jam off. Struggling to get through on that pass. Picking up 2 points, though, on that last one. You can find your very own Jimmy Chonga there. Wreck and Rebecca on the line for the Roller Betties. Nerder, she wrote on the line for the All-Stars. Nerder finding that room up top, managing to get through as that pack is just pushed together. Wreck and Rebecca looking for some room, getting ping-ponged around on that wall once again. Aftermath just trying to run out of line. Murph there on that inside wall as well for the All-Stars. Nerder running up to the back. It looks like a penalty there being issued to one of Bellingham's blockers. And it looks like Nerder, she wrote, picking up a track cut right there, right after they were trying to come around the outside of corner 2. We were seeing that all-star wall just stop because they are going to try to play the net game. Murph, Peach, Aftermath, and Face Bounder. It's like Nerder has been released from the penalty box there after that power jam situation for Wreck-It Rebecca. It doesn't look like they're able to take advantage of it. No jammer has scored so far, and we are 10 seconds left in this jam. We got an official review being called for the All-Stars. Both jammers getting 4 points in that last jam right there. And we'll see what our official review is shortly. We want our Sasquatchers to look so good that when they show up, the other team just is like, nope, not, we don't want to do this. They look too cool. We don't want to play them. That's actually not the case. We want our Sasquatchers to look so incredible that when they do play, they feel really good too, because it's all about making sure that they're comfortable and feel confident on the track so that they can take that energy into the world and be confident people. So if you're not familiar with our youth roller derby program, you can get familiar. There is information out in the lobby. You can also learn how to roller skate if you would like. We have Gorge Roller Derby Learn to Skate Camp coming up July through August. You can find out more information for that also in the lobby. And if you've never roller skated, that is exactly who this camp is for. It's not so you say, I've never roller skated. Guess what? And if you get signed up by a friend and that you just get the stuff like in your email, that you are forced to come. It's forced participation for Roller Derby Learn to Skate Camp. There won't be any contact, though, in case you're worried about having to actually play roller derby. We're going to teach you how to roller skate like a professional first. All right, so that official review, the All-Stars were hoping to get the call overturned on their jammer for being in the penalty box earlier, and the officiation does not have enough information to overturn the call. So it sounds like the All-Stars will lose their official review. All right, we are back from official review. And we have had it now. We are Demanda on the track for the All-Stars. Grab that lead jam position. Rumblebee looking ultra cool for the roller Betties once again out there jamming. That visor is so epic. Demanda, though, looks like picking up a penalty. That's going to make this a power jam situation for Rumblebee. There's a back block there on Demanda, making that a power jam again. About a little under 20 seconds left for Rumblebee. A hard pile up there. Rumblebee looks like picking up a penalty there. It's always hard to tell who the penalty was on when they are all piled up like that, but that's what our officials and referees are for, to make it so we're not just skating around in circles. Demanda on that outside line, trying to get a clean pass, but not able to get it. Having to recycle there. Demanda just going down in the middle of that pile of humans and potential non-humans, as we learned earlier. But right out in the front, Rumblebee out of that penalty box. Demanda making that pass just a second ago, back up to the back wall already. And we see a star pass there. Champagne has been a force to be reckoned with on this track, as we have seen as a blocker. Amanda grabbing 8 points, it looks like, in that last jam. 4 points there for the Roller Betties. 45, 157, 15:40 on the clock. Auntie Faye on the line. Going along that inside line, almost getting a nice clean pass, but then getting recycled. Goody two skates on the line for the Roller Betties. Auntie Faye grabbing that lead jam position. Looks like Aftermath headed to the penalty box. Auntie Faye almost on a clean trip through corner 1 and 2, but not today, Satan. Was not today, and Auntie Faye on that easy pass. Oh, it looks like Auntie Faye picking up a track cut. That's going to make this a power jam situation for Goody Two Skates, who's right up there at the top of that wall, looking for some room to push through. A little bit slower, though, as we see that white wall just encompassing them. Aftermath out of the penalty box. Scolding knocks out there. Killer B. Face bounder right there in the middle of it. Looks like potentially catching a star pass headed to Curly Carino. Auntie Faye out of that penalty box and making it through on some scoring passes once again. Curly Carino with the star on their helmet now, but it looks like getting recycled back behind Aftermath and Scoldinox. Scoldinox sounds familiar to you. Scoldinox is a returning skater back to Gorge Roller Derby. Gone for many, many years. Starting this jam off, we got Daddy Issues on the line for the Roller Betties. Machete Machad on the line for the All-Stars. Machete pushing right up to the top, trying to get a clean pass, manages to do so. A little bit of a juke action at the top of corner 1 and 2. Daddy Issues coming out not far behind. Both jammers bringing it up right into corner 3 and 4. Machete calling it off. Daddy not able to get through. 2 points on the board for the Roller Betties. 1 for the All-Stars. Rolling Raptor on the line for the All-Stars. Wreck-It Rebecca for the Roller Betties. Raptor finding some room, manages to push up to the top. A hard hit there, Wreck-It Rebecca getting stuck right in the middle of that pack. Knocked backwards. Looks like quick star pass. Catamaran there catching that star pass for the Roller Betties. Looks like we're seeing a timeout being called for the Roller Betties. All right, let's just do a quick vibe check just to make sure everybody's awake. Are you awake? Are you guys having fun? Make some noise for our skaters, just so they know you're here. Don't know if you're aware, but when you play roller derby, you get tunnel vision. They can't see past the pads. Nerder, she wrote on the line for the All-Stars. Goody two skates on the line for the roller Betties. Nerder getting out in front, grabbing that lead jam position for the All-Stars. It's going to be in full control here. We got a star pass going on, though, in the back for the roller Betties. We see that star up in the air for just a moment. Goody two skates with it in their hand. Nerder ping-ponging around a little bit in the back, trying to get through the top of that wall for the roller Betties. Goody two skates with a nice juke around Peach on that outside wall. Nerder, they're not having much better luck getting caught up in the middle of it. Calling that jam off, putting 4 points on the board. Nerder, she wrote. Rumblebee on the line for the roller Betties. Demanda on the line for the All-Stars. Demanda pushing up to the front, grabbing that lead jam position for the All-Stars. Rumblebee slipping through, not long behind on that initial pass. Big hit there down to Rumblebee. Make some noise for Rumblebee. And we are on a quick timeout, it looks like, for the All-Stars. We also want to take this time to shout out all of our officials. Without officials, we would not be playing roller derby. We would just be skating in a circle, hitting each other. It would more be like a therapy session, but without the benefits of scoring points as well. We also want to say a big thanks to our EMTs. Without our EMTs, we literally could not play roller derby. They keep us safe, they make it legal and official, and they make sure that we go home in one piece. If you are interested in becoming a volunteer with Gorge Roller Derby, you can do that. You can go to gorgerollerderby.com and send us a message today, and we will get you set up so you can be volunteering at our next event with us. We always love volunteers. Again, we are a nonprofit organization, and Gorge Roller Derby depends on volunteers to keep us afloat. Back from this team timeout for the All-Stars. Got daddy issues on the line. Again, daddy issues on the line for the roller Betties. Auntie Faye on the line for the All-Stars. Daddy issues worked that way around the outside, but it looks like they picked up a track cut in the process. That's going to make this a power jam situation for Auntie Faye, who just there snatched that lead jam position. Auntie Faye right up to that inside line. Manages to run right through it, picking up 4 points. That pack a little bit separated still. Daddy Issues still in the penalty box serving that penalty, but just about done with their time. Auntie Faye on that inside wall. Daddy Issues out of the penalty box. But it looks like with the star in the hand and a star pass to Champagne. And we've seen already Champagne is a force to be reckoned with. Auntie Faye calling off that jam. Not willing to give away any points there. Coming off that line, Machete Machad for the All-Stars. Goody Two Skates for the Roller Betties. Machete looking for some room at the top of that wall. Manages to do so with a nice little slip around 180. Goody Two Skates, though, with the star in their hand, and we're seeing that star pass happen right up there to the top of that pack. Some hard hits there going down in the back of that wall. Just 6 minutes left in this second half. And we are seeing Machete Machad caught in a roadblock of Roller Betties. Looks like a no-pack situation there being called by our officials. Curly Carino grabbing that star pass earlier. Looking for some room against that all-star wall. Killer Bee and Aftermath just running it out. Facebounder trying to run point, getting pushed around just a little bit. Bound to do some pushing back of their own. And oh snaps, grabbing that star pass from Machete Machad. Gonna put some distance down on that track after getting through the pack just there. Around the outside. A lot of slowing down action there right at the end of that jam. 5 minutes left in this first half, 9 points. Both teams with a star pass. 9 points for the All-Stars, 3 for the Roller Betties. Looks like there's now being called official timeout for the Roller Betties. I'm sorry, official review for the Roller Betties. If you haven't gone and got yourself a raffle ticket yet, the raffle ticket supports our nonprofit sponsor and partner for this event, Hood River Latino Network. James, why don't you tell them about the cool things they can win in the raffle baskets? So it looks like the roller Betties were looking for a direction penalty there. But the jammer had issued some space in front of them, given up their space as well, so the penalty will not be issued. The pack all the way forward. The Raptor just flying out of that pack, smashing into that lead jam position. But Rekka Rebecca trying to catch it and get that initial pass through. Around the outside, Raptor finding some room. Looks like star pass there to Champagne. Raptor getting knocked out in the back of that pack. Calling it off. Four minutes left in this second half of this first game. Make some noise for all of our skaters. It's not over till it's over. Nerder, she wrote on the line for the All-Stars. Daddy issues for Bellingham Roller Betties. Daddy issues with that star in the hand. Looks like trying to pass it off to Catamaran. Nerder pushing through that inside line, forcing their way through. That whole pack just moving with some serious speed there as they waited for Nerder to catch up to the end of that jam. Daddy issues in the penalty box there, making this a power jam there for about the last 20 seconds for Nerder. Roller Betties throwing down some hard defense there. Putting some good blocks down on the track, stopping Nerder in their, literally in their tracks. Nice strong play from the Roller Betties, taking all that momentum away. 8 points on the board, 208 for the All-Stars, 55 for the Betties. Demanda in the back, getting some room, trying to find a nice, easy opening there in the back of that Betties wall. Goody two skates pushing that pack for the All-Stars all the way up into corner 1 and 2 already. Demanda, though, up through the pack, finding out that can't keep a hold. Demanda slipping through, grabbing that lead jam position. Champagne catching a star pass for the Roller Betties. Demanda not able to keep a clean line around the outside, and Champagne's like, let's just go back. Let's just take it back. Rewind this bad boy. This is an interesting situation developing here as Champagne is all the way back. Demanda has to return on the track behind Champagne. but Champagne is not required to skate any further forward. Not quite sure what was going on there. We're going to find out, hopefully, maybe shortly, because it looks very interesting. So legitimately, physical fatigue can be a thing. And that's potentially between the nerves. I mean, I'm not sure what just happened, but I saw a garbage can come flying in and a jammer go flying out. So, and jammers are, you know, they're like the cheetahs of the roller derby safari. Yeah, so if you had that on your roller derby bingo card, go ahead and cross that off. We'll be playing again at our next bout. All right, starting off this jam, we got Auntie Faye for the All-Stars. Wreck-It Rebecca for the Roller Betties on that inside line. Looked like a little bit of a recycle there, Auntie Faye. Right it back in that pack after making that initial pass, and I believe a scoring pass already. Facebounder just deciding to do some home rearranging. Didn't like the way the feng shui was in the penalty box and decided to change it up a little bit. If you need any feng shui done at your home, you can contact Facebounder. We will give you that information later. Auntie Faye in that lead jam position for the All-Stars still. And there we have it, our unofficial score, 220-55. Auntie Faye almost finding themselves into the back of the wall once again. Make some noise for the Bellingham Roller Betties. We want to say a big thanks for coming out and make some noise for your Gorge Roller Derby All-Stars. One more time, make some noise for your All-Stars and make some noise for the Bellingham Roller Betties. And don't go anywhere in just a little bit. Our second round of the day, Blood and Gorge facing off against Lilac City's Yetis. And in just a few moments, we will have our MVP announcements. Outside line. Again, in just a few minutes, we will have our MVP announcements. But in the meantime, we want to say a big thank you to our officials and our volunteers and everybody who makes this event possible, who is not out here roller skating, playing roller derby, because without them, we quite literally, we would just look so much worse, if I could be just frankly honest with you. And nobody would come, and we wouldn't know what we were doing. We might not even skate in the right direction. So without the officials and all of our volunteers that do so much behind the scenes, not just stuff here at the bouts, there is so much that goes into having a roller derby league. You wouldn't believe it. It's like a full-time job. 2 full-time jobs for 1 person. In just a few seconds, we're going to have our MVP announcements.
Rainbow Fright. Number 2, Megatron. Number 22, Wildebeest. Number 303, Poison Dart Frog. Number 33, Kilodundron. Number 5, Just Judy. Number 509, Baby Ghoul. Number 51, Stranger Danger. Number 66, Bonnie and Collide. Number 69, Amber Waves of Pain. Number 79, Stevie Hits. Number 850, Mad Eye Maggie. Number 87, Moose. And number 911, False Alarm. Make some noise for the Yetis. Get loud for your Gorge and Roller Derby Blood and Gorge. Skating tonight for Blood and Gorge, Just Audrey, number 1. Number 10, Auntie Faye. Number 108, Murph. Number 23, Killer B. Number 2912, Scolding Knox. Number 319, Fleetwood Smack. Number 327, Crybaby. Number 369, Fish Slap. Number 44, Malicious B. Number 5050, Lethal. Number B52, J-Bomb. Number 716, Side of Gravy. Number 811, Rolling Raptor. Number 86, Maytag. Number 81, OT Rex. Make some noise for Blood and Gorge. All right, if you're just joining us, we're going to play some roller derby. Starting off this jam, we got Crybaby on the line for Blood and Gorge. Stranger Danger for the Yetis. Crybaby looking for that push to get that lead jam position. Right up at the top, Stranger Danger also looking for that push there in the middle of that pack. Crybaby looking for a hop and a skip out to that outside line, trying to find some way to make an opening. Crybaby in the penalty box, making this a power jam for Stranger Danger, who handed that star pass off to Wildebeest. Wildebeest pushing through the top of that pack, managing to get out and pick up 4 points. Fish Slap jamming for Blood and Gorge, grabbing that lead jam position. Rainbow Fright in the middle of that pack, looking for some room around it for the Yetis. Right up in front, Fish Slap pushing through the top. In the back of that pack, though, we got a fight going off. Scolding though, picking up a penalty in the middle of trying to hold back Rainbow Fright. Fish Slap in the middle of that pack, juking and diving, managing to push their way through the middle. And in that lead jam position, full control right now. Rainbow Fright trying to find a line on that inside wall, but not able to do so. And we see that star off in the hand of Rainbow Fright, trying to either look for a star pass. Yeah, we see a star pass there happening. Moose grabbing that star pass for the Yetis. Fish Slap up at the top one more time, making it through. Looks like Moose making it through the top of that pack with that star in their hand. Fish Slap, though, not far behind and in that lead jam position. Just Audrey on the line. For Blood and Gorge. Kilodendron. Jamming for the Yetis, looking for some room in the back of that pack with the star in the hand, it looks like. Oh no, up in the front. As we're seeing strong push there. Just Audrey calling off the jam after picking it up. Starting that jam off, Auntie Faye grabbing that lead jam position for the All-Stars. Stevie Hits looking for some room, getting recycled in the back just a little bit. Auntie Faye managing to come up almost right in that spot that Stevie Hits was, taking advantage of that opening left there. Auntie Faye going down and calling off the jam. Poison Dart Frog on the line for the Yetis. Crybaby on the line for the All-Stars. Crybaby grabbing that lead jam position, bouncing around just a little bit. Managing to push out in front, grab that lead jam, and get through for some points on that pass. Rolling Raptor picking up a penalty there. Wildebeest grabbing that star pass for the Yetis, able to put some action to it, pushing out on that initial. Thank you, Pickle. 12 Yetis, 35 Blood and Gorge. We are still close. Fish Slap up into the front with a big heavy push, grabbing that lead jam position. Rainbow Fright in the back looking for an opening around the outside. J-Bomb putting those doors shut. Rainbow Fright not able to keep it. Fish Slap skating around that inside line. No hindrance. We're seeing Rainbow Fright coming up on that wall one more time, trying to find any opening they can. Fish Slap coming down the front long straight, managing to take it out on their knees. Fish Slap finding some room on that inside line to push through. Rainbow Fright looking for an opening, manages to find the same line. As we're seeing this pack build up right here in between corner 3 and 4. Fish Slap bringing that to an end. 16 points on the board in that last jam for Fish Slap. Might be one of our highest scoring jams of the night. Stranger Danger on the line for the Yetis. Just Audrey on the line for Blood and Gorge. Just Audrey grabbing that lead jam position, looking for some room, though, to get around on a scoring pass. Manages to do so, picking up 4 right there. Stranger Danger in the back. Looking for a little bit of help from their pivot as they throw off a star pass. Megatron now with that star in hand. Just Audrey coming to the outside wall, not able to keep it in, so just calling off that jam. Don't forget to get yourself some raffle tickets, too. We got a timeout being called for the Yetis. We are just hanging out here on a team timeout. It looks like Yeti's taking some time to Auntie Faye on the line for Blood and Gorge. As I was saying earlier, it looked like the Yetis using that timeout to do some trade and swaps on their lineup there. Auntie Faye, though, slipping through, grabbing that lead jam position. Stevie Hits looking for some space in the back. Looks like a big hit there. Auntie Faye, J-Bomb, and Stevie Hits all getting piled up right there at the end of that pack. Auntie Faye slipping through the top one more time. Stevie Hits still pushing, looking for that wall, but it looks like potentially, oh, yeah, they did. They picked up a penalty there. Looks like a track cut being issued. Auntie Faye through the pack. Pack a little bit spread out here. We can see Blood and Gorge leaving that middle wide open as they don't really need to play a whole lot of defense. But they can come in and push that wall apart from that position. But Auntie Faye ends that jam out. As we see, they've got Stevie Hits locked up in the penalty box. Crybaby on the line for Blood and Gorge. Stevie Hits again, still in the penalty box for the Yetis. Stevie out of the penalty box, blowing through on that initial pass. Crybaby getting knocked to that outside line and calling off the jam. Fish Slap grabbing that lead jam position quick and early out of that jam start. We got Kilodendron in the back, just in the middle of that pack, actually looking for some room around the B&G wall, managing to find an easy open and inside line and getting through on that initial. And it looks like that's going to make it a power jam situation too, as Fish Slap heads to the penalty box on a track cut. Fish Slap in the middle of that pack there, pushing along that white wall of Blood and Gorge. No pack situation starting to develop. Scully knocks there, sitting in the middle to break it up. But then we see here immediate help. Looks like we might have some penalties issued there. Looks like J-Bomb picking up a penalty. Fish Slap, though, out of the penalty box. Strong play there from the Yetis to try to break that pack up. Fish Slap on that outside line. Managing to get around. Picking up 4 more points. Yeti's getting that nice star pass in and picking up 4 of their own. Just Audrey on the line for Blood and Gorge. Stranger Danger on the line for the Yetis. Almost getting through on that inside line, but Stranger Danger not able to hold it, getting a recycle there. Just Audrey in the back as well. Looks like Just Audrey does have that lead jam position. I've been there. It's pretty good. I don't even drink coffee, and I still go there. That's how cool it is. Auntie Faye with a run, hip, hop, and a skip right up into the next century as they just take it out to that lead jam position. Pushing real hard around the corner. We see both jammers picking up that speed there. Auntie Faye getting a little too much contact, getting knocked to the outside, having to recycle. We got both jammers in here in the back. Auntie Faye working their way right up to the top, though. Rainbow Fright looking for some room in the back. It looks like we got a star pass going on here, at least an attempt to. Big hard push right up to that front. That star pass pays off. Auntie Faye calling it off. I think we might be having an official review here being called by the, official review called by the Yetis. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a coach walks out to the. They are also our nonprofit partner for this event. And if you're not familiar, Gorge Roller Derby always has a nonprofit partner for every bout we do. So if you are involved in a nonprofit organization and you would like us to support you, get in touch and we will make that happen because that's what we're here to do. .848 left on the period clock. 99-16 Yetis. We are headed for a good second half, I believe, as the Yetis are really figuring out their strategy here against these Blood and Gorge walls. Did somebody go turn off their lights on their camper van? Did you get that done? Just making sure. It's like Yetis were looking for a directional call there where the jammer was forced to drop the jam, or their helmet cover, the star, and they were hoping that the call would get them some advantage there for the second half, but it did not land. Right onto the front, Crybaby grabbing that lead jam position for Blood and Gorge. Poison Dart Frog for the Yetis. Right up around the top. Looks like it might not have been clean, though. Looks like the star pass might not have been clean, as we're seeing Poison Dart Frog head back to the penalty box after collecting the star back from the pivot. And then the jam comes to an end. We're going to see this start off in a power jam situation for Blood and Gorge. Fish slap on the line in a power jam situation once again as Yeti's jammer in the penalty box, resulting in a penalty in that last jam. Poison Dart Frog in that jamming position. Fish slap right up to the front. Finding a little bit of resistance on that Yeti wall, but not too much to slow him down. Fish slap just using some secret code there that initiated something. Yeti getting pushed all the way out as we're seeing a penalty being issued there. Amber waves of pain, picking up a penalty in that last little interaction there. Fish slap, pushing through. We got a star pass there to Megatron for the Yetis. All the way out in the corner, and Fish slap calling it off. Just Audrey on the line for Blood and Gorge. Stevie Hits on the line for the Yetis. A hard hit there. That looked like a same team. We got a star pass there from Stevie Hits to Wildebeest. Just Audrey calling it off. Auntie Faye on the line for the All-Stars with a quick run and gun right to that inside line and takes that lead jam position. Not far behind, though, Kilodendron, but not able to keep on their skates, losing a lot of that momentum. Scoldinox trying to catch him at the top. Maybe the entire world. It's very possible. Crybaby on the line for Blood and Gorge. Rainbow Fright for the Yetis. Crybaby right up to the top, trying to keep that inside line. Looks like they managed to do so with a nice clean line around that outside wall. Rainbow Fright looking for some room still in the back, trying to find any kind of opening there, looking for some help from their team. Raptor having that door just shut, closed. Around the outside, Crybaby finding another opening, picking up 4 more points. Rainbow Fright still looking for any kind of easy access to get to the front of that pack. There we got a star pass there in the back to Wildebeest once again. Wildebeest catching lots of stars this evening. Wildebeest finding an opening A hard hit there. Raptor going down. Crybaby coming to the outside, getting knocked down and calling off the jam. Fish lap on the line for Blood and Gorge. Stranger Danger on the line for the Yetis. Stranger Danger looking for some room there. Fish lap not having an easy time just breaking through the pack this jam. Stranger Danger pushing real hard against that Blood and Gorge wall. Fish lap managing to basically tumble through the top of the pack, but it doesn't look like it was clean. Picks up a track cut, and we got a star pass going on at the same time over for the Yetis, taking advantage of the motion. Mad Eye Maggie out there now. Mad Eye and people in that jammer position, managing to put some distance between them and the track. That was just a really big hit we saw there. Mad Eye Maggie getting through, picking up 4 points on that pass after catching that star pass earlier. Yetis have just stopped that momentum, but Lethal with a hip. I don't even know it. Somebody needs to go to the bank and get a loan to pay that one off because that was a huge hit. Right around the outside, though, completely unfazed. Mad Eye Maggie is back up. Fish slap through the pack. Four points on that last pass for Mad Eye Maggie. 4 points on that last pass right there for Fish slap. Spent a whole bunch of time in the penalty box, lost that lead jam position. We saw that go the full 2. That was halftime. We are having a little bit of technical issue over here. There we go. We are at halftime. Also, you might still have an opportunity to get a raffle ticket. If you haven't yet, we will have the raffle in the last 10 minutes of intermission. Auntie Faye going down and calling off the jam. Don't forget to get yourself some raffle tickets, too. Still in the penalty box for the Yetis. No, I just talked. How long have we
table, we have some T-shirts for sale. We have T-shirts that say, I didn't ask to be born Mexican, but I just got lucky. I have another one that says, I am a citizen of this planet. And the last one says, unless you're Native American, you are an immigrant. So come grab a T-shirt. We also have these fantastic Know Your Rights red cards. And lastly, these Latino freeze, all the boycott stuff we have going on, these blue cards. So I encourage you to come on over, check us out, grab some information. We also have some awesome slap bracelets. Who doesn't want a slap bracelet? And some necklaces with calaveras, the little skulls on them. So come check us out, and I'm so grateful that you all were here tonight and that you invited us. Thank you.
One more time for Amber from Hood River Latino Network. Again, they are our nonprofit partner for this event. And you guys got your raffle tickets out? We got a whole bunch of awesome stuff in here. Why don't you guys get a raffle ticket out of there? We got a $50 gift card to Celilo Restaurant. We got 6 tickets for live music at the Ruins. We got coffee beans and gift card for $50 at the coffee shop here in the Dalles. Wolf Ceramics hand-spun cups. The Common Good Spa experience is worth $90. A book, earrings, and T-shirt from the Hood River Latino Network. Flail Records merch, a ton of it. Scented candle, which we can't tell you what it smells like. A GRD bag and stained glass art. You guys got your raffle tickets out? You guys ready?
Nine
983-910. 983-910. You got it? Come on up. Make some noise for our winner. 983-910. Congratulations. Thank you guys for supporting our nonprofit partner. Thank you guys for supporting us. I'm going to get off this track or I'm going to get ran over by roller derby players. Starting this second half off, we got Crybaby on the line for the All-Stars. Mad Eye Maggie on the line for the Yetis. Crybaby getting out in front, grabbing that lead jam position. Mad Eye Maggie not far behind, but wasn't able to keep a clean line around the outside of the track, had to recycle. Crybaby looking for that same outside line there. Hard hit, Crybaby having to recycle one more time, getting knocked into that outside line. Not quite a recycle, coming back in right behind that blocker and calling it off. Fish Lab on the line for Blood and Gorge. Pushing that pack right up through the top, grabbing that lead jam position. Bouncing around just a little bit in the back. Megatron able to get past that wall of white from Blood and Gorge. Pushing right up to the top. Moose trying to get that lead jam position quick and early, but not able to hold on to it. Just Audrey manages to slip by just a little bit before. Just Audrey calling off the jam there. Auntie Faye on the line for Blood and Gorge. Looking to see if they could run away from that. It looks like they picked up a track cut in the process. Poison Dart Frog for the Yetis. Bouncing around on that inside wall just a little bit. Side of Gravy right up in there. Looks like nobody wanted a side of Gravy, though, and Side of Gravy got sent to the penalty box. Not sure what they picked up there. We'll find out in a moment. Auntie Faye, though, also in the penalty box. That's still a power jam situation for Poison Dart Frog. Auntie Faye back out on the track. Poison Dart Frog looking to find an opening anywhere on the back. Hasn't had much luck so far. Auntie Faye out after making or getting caught in a penalty there. Getting that initial pass, though, for Blood and Gorge. Right on that inside line, Auntie Faye grabbing some space, picking up some points. Wildebeest grabbing that star pass just a few moments ago. Finding that same inside line, Side of Gravy not able to keep that door shut all on their own. Both jammers just trying to blow up through the back of that pack. Big hit there. Crybaby getting knocked to the outside. Mad Eye Maggie out on that initial pass. Going to make some distance here. Crybaby calling off the jam. Fish slap. Pushing up to the top. Kilodendron with a heavy push there in the middle of that pack, really blowing the walls off on that Blood and Gorge. Just Audrey on the line for Blood and Gorge. Moose on the line for Yetis. Big recycle there for Just Audrey getting sent to the back. Just Audrey still looking for some room in the back. Moose looking for some room as well. With that star in the hand, though, trying to get a little bit of help from their pivot, it looks like. Both jammers just finding some solid defensive walls there. Just Audrey almost making it around. Moose still with that star in the hand. Just Audrey with a big hard push there to get through the top of that pack. Just Audrey one more time looking for an inside line. Moose getting recycled just a little bit by Scoldinox. That jam coming to an end. A strong play from both teams. 12 points on the board for Just Audrey. Yetis with a strong fight in that pack. They did not make those points easy to get. Pack moving quick up through corner 1 and 2. Auntie Faye picking up the lead jam position and calling it off. And it looks like we're going to see an official review. And I think I overheard enough from over here to guess what this would be about. Yeah, you can see that in the replay there. And then that they're, what I believe that official review is going to be on is Auntie going out of bounds, calling off the jam there. I believe that's what we're going to see, something along those lines. We will find out the official word in just a few moments. But in the meantime, we are in official review from the Yetis. So we're just waiting word on what the official review is going to end up being and if it'll survive or not. So yeah, we were correct there on that assumption there. We're looking for a skating while out of bounds call to be called, I believe, on Auntie Faye. And the call will stand as it was. The Yetis will lose their official review for this half. Fish slap on the line for Blood and Gorge. But right out in front, Mad Eye Maggie grabbing that lead jam position. And now in a power jam situation, quite the upturn of events after losing that official review. What a way to bring it back. Mad Eye Maggie in the back of that pack looking for some space to push through. Fish slap again in the penalty box. Making this a power jam situation. Almost ready to come out, though. If Mad Eye Maggie calls that jam off, they lock Fish slap in. That was definitely a strategic ending of a jam right there, keeping that jammer in the penalty box. Looks like we got some penalties being issued right at the beginning of there. Maybe not. We got a confused Blood and Gorge skater, that's for sure. But in the meantime, Poison Dart Frog right out to the front, grabbing that lead jam position. Again, they started that not quite a full power jam situation, but they started it with the Blood and Gorge jammer off the track. We're seeing Poison Dart Frog out in front in that lead jam position. Fish slap through on that initial, managed to get through and pick up 3 points, and 2 points there for the Yetis. Megatron through on that initial pass for the Yetis. Crybaby, though, in full control in that lead jam position. Calling it off there on the side for Blood and Gorge. Just a little bit under halfway through this first half. Just Audrey on the line for Blood and Gorge. Philodendron on the line for the Yetis. Side of Gravy looks like they just stepped over somebody in the middle of that pack. An interesting way to get into position. Philodendron looking for some space in the middle. Just Audrey going out on the outside after having a little one-on-one with Wildebeest. Grabbing that lead jam position, Philodendron. Philodendron running it through, picking up 4 points on that last pass, managing to make it happen. Through for 4 more, but neck and neck. Side of Gravy catching that star earlier from a star pass. Side of Gravy pushing around the outside. Wildebeest slowing that whole action down. It looks like it might have been an out of play. Philodendron down right in the middle and calling it off. This is just a strong push. Don't forget to join us for the official after party of Freebridge Brewing. You can come and join us at Freebridge Brewing and meet a derby skater. Auntie Faye on the line for Blood and Gorge. Moose on the line for Yetis. J-Bomb and Moose having a little lie down in the middle of the track. Ani Faye heading around the outside after grabbing that lead jam position, putting 4 points on the board. Moose getting through on that initial pass, going to put some pressure on Ani Faye there. Ani calling it off. Fish slap on the line for Blood and Gorge with Megatron for the Yetis, getting out in front, grabbing that lead jam position. What a change in momentum we've seen in these last half a dozen or so jams. A big hit on that inside line from Maytag and Megatron. Megatron finding some room, getting through once again. Megatron finding another opening around the outside of Star Pass, going over to Scoldinox for Blood and Gorge, but not able to actionize on it. Looks like Mighty even picked up a penalty in the midst of it, as we see them getting talked to here by our officials. And yes, official timeout being called. So starting this jam off, Mad Eye Maggie starting in a power jam situation as Scolding Knox sat down in the penalty box after that jam had ended. Again, Scolding Knox was in that jamming position after grabbing the star from the pivot position. So they were two different positions in the penalty box there for him for a moment. And that's what that official timeout was for. Mad Eye Maggie getting on that inside line, managing to keep it in. So much speed going on here. Scolding Knox out of the penalty box, blowing around that pack. Mad Eye Maggie keeping that pressure on just as much here. Maggie with some hard pushes there into the middle of that wall for Blood and Gorge. Finds an opening and takes it. Scolding Knox not far behind, managing to slip right through as well. Goldie through once again, picking up 12 points so far, coming out of that penalty box situation. Definitely not with the advantage, but been able to take full advantage here. Mad Eye Maggie still in that. $11 points on the board in that last jam for the Yetis. Crybaby on the line for Blood and Gorge. Push, push, push into the top, grabbing that lead jam position. Poison Dart Frog looking for a push in the middle there. Getting spat out to the inside of the track, having to recycle Poison Dart Frog, looking for a good edge to get in there. Crybaby around the outside, picking up 4. Crybaby trying to skate free, getting a big hit there. Both jammers finding strong walls there from the other team. We got a star pass to Stranger Danger for the Yetis. Stranger Danger is still looking for some room. Stranger Danger managing to get right through the top of that pack. We are on our team timeout for Blood and Gorge. When you leave the bout, if you'd like to stop off at the little merch or the our bake sale table, you can get anything you want there from the bake sale for $1, one whole dollar bill, and it supports getting our Sasquatchers some new jerseys so they can look like a legit team. And their bout is coming up May 31st. It also happens to be my daughter's birthday. Just Audrey grabbing that lead jam position for Blood and Gorge. Megatron for the Yetis. Kilodrone. Kilodendron right up in the front. Jamming for the Yetis. With a hard push there. And we see the start off the helmet. Wildebeest now jamming for the Yetis after grabbing that star pass. Ani Faye finding some room up in the top. Picking up 4 points. Wildebeest grabbing that star pass, putting points on the board just as quick. 12 points for the Yetis as well. Ani Faye threw for 4. Wildebeest threw for 4. A one-on-one as neither jammer's got lead jam position here, so this will go the full 2. They just going hit for hit now. Ani to the outside, getting knocked out, having to recycle just a bit. Wildebeest also looks like they got hit out as well. That jam running out. We got one foul outs right there. Side of Gravy fouling out for Blood and Gorge. Everybody gets one, bud. Usually fouling out is a sign of trying real hard. And Side of Gravy's a new skater to Blood and Gorge just this season. And they are definitely putting the effort in. Fish slap in that jamming position for Blood and Gorge. Moose jamming. For the Yetis. Both jammers making it through the pack right there. Fish calling it off. Right up into the front, Crybaby. Getting knocked out to that outside wall. Megatron grabbing that lead jam position nice and quick. $150 left on the clock. We are getting into last jam territory. For those of you who are here, thank you for being so committed, but I ask just a little more of you. If you would be so kind to stand on your feet. Get up on your feet. Starting this jam off. Just Audrey. Jamming for Blood and Gorge. Mad Eye Maggie. Grabbing that lead jam position for the Yetis. Mad Eye Maggie with a nice outside line skippity-doo-dah. Calling it off. 40 seconds still on the clock. We're going to get one more. Starting this last jam off, Megatron for the Yetis. Ani Faye grabbing that lead jam position for Blood and Gorge. Ani Faye running that clock out, taking full control and taking it to an end. Make some noise for both of our teams. Auntie Faye going down and calling off the jam. Don't forget to get yourself some raffle tickets, too. Still in the penalty box for the Yetis. Stevie out of the penalty box, blowing through on that initial pass. Crybaby getting knocked to that outside line. Still in the penalty box for the Yetis. Stevie out of the penalty box, blowing through on that initial pass. Crybaby getting knocked to that outside line. Scully knocks there, sitting in the middle to break it up. But then we see here immediate help. Looks like